Nano Banana is here. I'm testing Gemini 2.5. So if you've missed a buzz, this is Google's new image model inside of Gemini and in AI Studio. It makes images from text, it edits your photos with simple words, it blends multiple pictures together, and it keeps people and styles consistent across all changes. Guys, it's insane. It's fast, it's simple, and every output is tagged with an invisible watermark for safety. So today, I'm going to show you real examples and build a few assets live that you can use right away. So before I dive in, what is Nano Banana? It's a Gemini 2.5 Flash image model. You could use it inside of the Gemini app, Google AI Studio, and many other places coming soon. It does three big things that matter for creators, for marketers, for founders, those of you that are joining us here. One, precise edits with plain words. You could drop in an image very easily and you could say, hey, remove an object, change the shirt color, or blur a background, or merge different images together, and it does it nearly precisely. It's insane. You could do multi-image fusion. Drop your products into a new scene or restyle an entire room all in one go. Number three, consistency. This is a big one, okay? A lot of image models really struggle with this. It'll keep the faces, logos, styles steady across all the different versions. What does that mean? It means faster thumbnails, cleaner, you could do ad variants, fewer retakes. So today, I'm gonna show you a couple viral examples that's been spreading around on the internet. I'm going to share some of my tests that I've done and I'll show you what works. You're going to leave with hopefully inspiration and ideas that you could use to be able to help build and market your business. So I'm really excited about this. If you've got any questions, go ahead and drop it in the chat. So what do I have here? I dropped in and I found this one here from Pietro. All right. His prompt was, hey, put the shirt on him, Gemini 2.5 Flash image, which was previously Nano Banana. So what do we have? We have the two individual images. You've got a picture of the person, right? He's out by the water. You've got his outfit. Perfect. Now, if I go and I look here, it's like, all right, I want to put this shirt on that person. Okay. Now watch this. Look at this. Perfect pose, the face, the features, the background, everything is exactly like as what it should be. But take a look at the shirt. You could see here that it was put on perfectly. It fit the body outfit. You could see what it looked like before and after. So just think about all the use cases, especially in fashion, or if you're trying to change clothes, find looks, outfits, or anything like that. It just makes it incredible. So the next one that I got for you, change the background to Marquette and the clothes to Moroccan del Jaba. Okay, sorry, I am mispronouncing these things. All right, so here's the original. He's here in the background. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swipe, and you're going to take a look at what the next photo looks like. And look at that. If you compare the facial features, they're exactly the same. This has been a struggle. We even struggle with this. If you use something like ChatGPT or ImageGen, right, it's really difficult to preserve the face, right? They don't let you do it. It doesn't happen. But if you look here, check this out. It preserves the face really well. It swapped out the background. It looks like a natural photo. You don't need Photoshop to do this anymore, okay? This is what's insane about this, right? It just kind of makes it really, really turnkey. All right, let me show you another example. Let's talk about photo restoration, all right? Look at this. Apparently, okay, and I have not validated this, this is the first photo ever taken on a camera, okay? But look how bad this looks like, right? Because cameras back then weren't picture perfect in the quality and everything. But if you wanted to restore a photo that was done back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, whenever photos were taken, check this out. This is the representation. It predicted what this image would look like. Like, how awesome is that, right? Look at this. If I go back, here's the original. You can see how the shapes, everything kind of aligns. And now I want you to imagine what this looks like, and boom. Now he's got others in here which I think are pretty interesting. For example, taking an image like this, right? That's like, looks, I don't know what style, watercolor, like animated, sketched or something like drawn, and then turn it into a realistic photo. So you go back here. So I think the use cases are just endless, right? In seeing something like this. Here's another one. Check this out. In this example, you got three men that are by the beach. And in this case, they're saying, hey, I want you to swap the outfits on all of them. Outfits. And look at that. All wearing pink with the orange tie. And again, it kept the natural pose. It preserved the facial features. You could see, look at this. It even preserved everything, their movement, how they look like inside of here. Now, here's another one. Products, right? If anybody's creating ads, if you want to merge two photos all in one. So here's the pair. And check this out, right? Take her, have her hold this product in her hand. And here's what it looks like. Have any of you used this so far? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Let me know. Let's keep going as we go through this. So Here's another one, photo restoration. You see an old photo, you take a picture of it, right? It got washed away, and now preserve it, and let me see what this looks like in color. And here it is. I mean, look at the balloon with the dots. You got the colors. I mean, you could fool me, and I would never know if this was real or not. And it's the exact photo. If you look at the facial features, right? The little girl here, look at them. And I go to the next one, like literally identical inside of this photo. And if you even notice, it even kept the blur of the balloon. I mean, look at the intricate details that you see in something like this, right? If you're outside and you're holding a balloon, what's happening? The balloon is usually waving around, right? And if you snap a photo of someone with a balloon waving around, typically the balloon is going to have that little motion blur, right? But if you look in this example, it could have done it crisp quality, but it wouldn't have been realistic. And in this case, it kept the motion blur because the AI model, Gemini's AI model, right? Nano Banana, Gemini at 2.5 Flash has a true understanding of the real world situations of physics versus what other image models have. So it can do things like this to really represent worlds in different ways or in real ways. So here's another one that I love, okay? This one I think is capturing what this scene would look like at different angles, right? So if you've watched different movies and you see a certain scene, sometimes the cameras change from top view, left view, side view, all from the same scene. But if you have one image, okay, like in this scenario, you're looking at the person dead on. He's there, he's reading a book, he's inside of a library. Perfect. Well, let's reimagine what this would look like. And here it is. If you zoomed out from that view, same person, same visual consistency with the face, the area, the background, everything that he's doing. Now let's reimagine it in a different way. Boom. Now you have a side view looking at the same exact person, and just look at the fidelity and the quality of the images. Okay? Google's AI model, I mean, look at this. Let me see a back view of the person inside of here. So if you imagine, you can now load these up to create videos or content all from different scenes as you're trying to come up with videos with ads or any promotional content or a film if you're working on a movie, right? So I think we've got such great examples of how these work. I want to keep going so you guys can get a little bit an idea. Here's another one, right? Add an extremely tiny banana that fits vertically between this man's fingers. So you have this person, he's holding up, he's got his hands small like this, and he's like, I want to put a banana right here. And here it is. Look at this. It fit the banana perfectly right between the fingers. I mean, tell me that's not precise. Again, a ton of use cases that I see with this. So what did I do? I went in and I tried Google's Gemini, and I wanted to play with it to kind of see, hey, what can I do with it? And of course, I just wanted to do some fun stuff, right? We're just trying to enjoy and see what it was. Google, when they released this, they talked about, putting yourself in different eras. So it's like, the thought process behind this was, hey, I want to reimagine me, Sebastian Mourra, in a different era, like the 90s, the 70s, the 50s, right? In different places. And so we're going to have a little fun, and I'm going to show you what I did of myself. All right. So I'm going to pop this open, and here we are. So here's my original source. This was me. I forgot where we were in this photo. So you've got me here, and then on the right, and wow, I didn't keep the label, but it's like reimagine me in the 2000s or something like that, right? And you can see, look, it put different glasses on me. Look at the shirt, the outfit, but look, it kept my posture. It's me. Even I recognize that it's me inside of this photo, which again, I've uploaded my photo to tons of other image generators, and I do not look recognizable, right? They just put a bald guy, but in this case, right, it's unmistakably me, right? Now, let's see another image to imagine. Now, this one's funny. Look at this, right? Shot May 5th, 2003. Now, it's so funny because it put me with spiky hair, okay? Fun fact, back in 2003, I literally had spiky hair, but you didn't see this frontal baldness right here, right? I had full-on spiky hair, so it's so funny that it captured this because that was the style back then. My hair was like all spiky, and if I zoom in, you could probably see it a little bit right up there, right? It even changed the outfit to match what it would look like, and I want you to pay attention to the details, okay? You'll notice here that I'm wearing an Apple Watch Ultra on my left hand, okay? But if back in 2003, Apple Watches did not exist. So what did it do? It saw the watch and it replaced it with a watch from that time. Like, look at the attention to detail. How insane that is, right? I mean, other image models probably would have reimagined it, but would have kept my Apple Watch, right? And of course, that would have been completely fake. I mean, even look at this. It put a necklace on me that back in the early 2000s, right? It was typical for people to wear. All right, let's have some more fun. Here we go. This was a fun one. It put me with some hair, and check out the glasses. I forgot what era this was. Maybe the 60s. Let me see. The 80s. Look at this. The 80s. All right. You've got the glasses. You got my pose. Look at my shirt tucked in. I'm not tucking in my shirts, guys, unless I really have to. But what's another one? Boom, look at this. This one's in the 70s. This is probably my favorite one. It's pretty fun. You know, it'd be cool to have hair like that, right? Get a wig or something like that just to mess around. Maybe do this for like a Halloween costume. I mean, just think about it, right? That's just a fun use case, right? Hey, I'm trying to figure out what I want to be for Halloween. Just put up your image and just prompt it consistently with different outfits and themes and costumes that you're thinking about and see what you would look like, right? Many use cases. Last but not least, the 60s. Check this one out. I look like, what, am I like an ad executive, like going out for a fine dinner or something like that? So that's Nano Banana. This is me trying it on myself. If you're on YouTube, please, I would love it if you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on the notification bell. We come out with content every single week showing you different tips and tricks for your content workflows. A lot of times we do Power Hour inside of Alphana showing you how you can leverage AI and other tools to be able to create something new. And so I really appreciate everyone's time. I'm Sebastian Mourra. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Alphana. Super excited to be here with you all today. If you need anything at all, please go ahead and reach out to me. And if this is your first time seeing Alphana, please give it a try. Sign up. Let me know how it goes. And if you guys create some awesome images with Nano Banana, please send them to me. Drop it into our community. Send us a link on YouTube. Tag us on X. We'd love to see it and check it out. So thank you all. Appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, depending on when you're watching this. Thank you.